Top of the morning to ya laddies. My name is Unknown Facts and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into 5 unbelievable moments when video games literally saved lives. We all love video games, exploring worlds, battling monsters, connecting with friends. But sometimes, gaming skills and communities have a real-world impact you'd never expect. From quick thinking learned in a fantasy world to bonds forged in virtual battles, the line between game and reality can blur in incredible ways. These stories will make you look at your controller or keyboard a little differently next time you play. They're powerful, inspiring, and a testament to the positive power of gaming. If you love stories like this, hit that subscribe button. Let's kick things off in Norway, a country known for its breathtaking wilderness, deep forests, and the kind of wild stories that sound almost too incredible to be true. Here, we meet 12-year-old Hans Jorgen Olsen and his younger sister, who set out one afternoon for what they thought would be a peaceful walk through the woods near their home. The siblings, bundled up against the crisp air, wandered along winding trails, chatting and laughing, completely unaware that their day was about to take a dramatic turn. Out of nowhere, a massive, angry moose burst from the trees, its hooves thundering against the earth. The animal, startled and agitated, charged straight at them. Hans's sister, caught in the path of the enormous creature, was knocked to the ground and trampled, the situation turning terrifying in an instant. Most of us would freeze in fear, paralyzed by the shock of such a wild encounter. But Hans was different. His mind raced, not with panic, but with strategy. All those hours spent playing World of Warcraft as a hunter class had taught him more than just how to win a game. They'd trained him to think quickly, assess threats, and act decisively under pressure. In World of Warcraft, hunters have a crucial ability. They can taunt enemies, drawing their attention away from weaker teammates to protect them. It's a skill that saved countless virtual lives, and now it was about to save a real one. Without hesitating, Hans started shouting at the top of his lungs and waving his arms, making himself look as big and loud as possible. He was taunting the moose, just like he'd done to digital monsters in the game, deliberately drawing its focus away from his injured sister. The moose, confused and agitated, turned its attention to Hans. This gave his sister the precious seconds she needed to scramble to her feet and run to safety, her heart pounding as she escaped the danger. With his sister out of harm's way, Hans's mind flashed to another hunter skill from the game, feigning death. In World of Warcraft, this move tricks enemies into thinking you're no longer a threat, causing them to lose interest. Hans dropped to the forest floor, lying perfectly still, barely daring to breathe. The moose, now towering over him, sniffed and circled, clearly confused by the sudden lack of movement. After a tense moment that felt like an eternity, the animal lost interest and wandered off into the trees, leaving Hans unharmed. Incredibly, Hans had used the very same tactics he'd mastered in a fantasy world, taunt and feign death, to survive a real-life animal attack. It was a perfect example of how skills learned in unexpected places can make all the difference when it matters most. His sister survived, shaken but safe, all thanks to Hans's quick thinking, bravery, and the unconventional training he'd gained from his favorite game. When doctors and parents heard what had happened, they were stunned. Who could have imagined that a fantasy MMO could prepare a young boy for a real-life encounter with one of nature's most dangerous animals? News of Hans's heroic actions spread quickly, making headlines and going viral online. The story challenged the old stereotype that video games are just a waste of time, showing instead that they can teach valuable life skills. Hans wasn't just playing for fun, he was learning to manage threats, protect others, and stay calm under pressure. His virtual adventures had prepared him for a moment no one could have predicted. He became a real-life hero, celebrated by his family and community, and even received recognition for his courage and quick thinking. Hans's story inspired countless others, proving that knowledge and bravery can come from the most unexpected places. So, the next time someone questions your gaming habits, just remember Hans. You're not just playing, you're training for the unexpected, sharpening your mind, and maybe, just maybe, preparing to be a hero when it counts. Because you never know when those skills you've picked up in a game might end up saving a life. Maybe even your own, or someone you love. What a start to this list. Hans's story is a reminder that heroes can come from anywhere, even from behind a computer screen. Our next story is a remarkable example of how the digital world can reach into the real one in the most unexpected ways. It's about how online gaming communities, often dismissed as just a way to pass the time, can actually become a literal lifeline, sometimes in the most dramatic circumstances. Meet Daisy, a dedicated gamer living in Texas, and his friend Charles, who lives thousands of miles away in Liverpool, England. Despite the distance, they'd become close friends through countless hours spent gaming together online. On this particular night, they were chatting and laughing, webcams on, just enjoying what seemed like another ordinary gaming session. The glow of their screens lit up their faces as they played, completely immersed in their virtual world. But suddenly, Daisy's attention was drawn to something strange on Charles's webcam feed. Thick, black smoke was billowing behind his friend, slowly filling the room. It was a sight that sent a chill down Daisy's spine. Charles, completely absorbed in the game and wearing noise-canceling headphones, was totally oblivious to the growing danger in his own home. He had no idea that a fire was raging just out of sight. Daisy immediately started shouting into his microphone, desperately trying to get Charles's attention. But with the game's sounds blaring and Charles's focus locked in, his warnings went unheard. Realizing that precious seconds were slipping away, Daisy acted fast. He messaged another friend who lived in Liverpool, explaining the emergency and urging them to call the local fire department right away. The emergency dispatcher, to their credit, took the call seriously. Using only the limited information provided by Daisy's friend, they worked quickly to triangulate Charles's address and dispatch help. Meanwhile, the fire, started in a neighboring property, was spreading rapidly, threatening to engulf Charles's home and everyone inside. The situation was becoming more dangerous by the minute. Unbeknownst to Charles, his family was asleep upstairs, completely unaware of the peril that was creeping closer with every passing second. Thanks to the quick thinking and determination of Daisy and his friends, the fire brigade arrived just in time. Firefighters rushed in and managed to rescue Charles and his family from the burning building moments before it was too late. Incredibly, they were saved not by a smoke alarm or a neighbor, but by a friend watching a webcam from across the Atlantic Ocean, a digital guardian angel. This story is a powerful testament to the strength of online communities and the very real bonds we form with people we may never meet in person. It shows that friendship knows no borders. Your online friends aren't just voices in a headset or names on a screen, they're real people who can make a real difference, sometimes in life or death situations, even from thousands of miles away. Charles and his family owe their lives to a friend who is paying attention, not just to the game, but to his friend's well-being. It's a reminder that sometimes the connections we make online can be the most powerful of all. Video games can be more than entertainment. They can be tools for our health. In recent years, the line between play and wellness has blurred, as technology finds new ways to support our bodies and minds. What if the device you use for fun could also help save your life? This story revolves around Laura and her Nintendo Wii Fit. Like many people, Laura bought the Wii Fit to add a little movement and fun to her daily routine. She enjoyed the interactive games and the gentle encouragement to stay active, all from the comfort of her living room. The Wii Fit measured her balance and, in some modes, tracked her pulse. A fun feature, not meant for medical use. It was designed to motivate users, not diagnose them. Still, Laura found herself intrigued by the health data it provided after each session. But every time Laura used it, the game flagged an irregular heartbeat. The message would pop up on the screen, catching her off guard and making her wonder if something was wrong. At first she thought it was a glitch. After all, how could a video game know more about her heart than she did? But the warning persisted, appearing again and again, no matter how she adjusted her routine. Eventually she mentioned it to her doctor during a routine checkup. She almost laughed as she explained, unsure if it was worth bringing up. But her doctor listened carefully, taking her concern seriously. Tests revealed the Wii Fit was right. Laura had a serious heart block, a condition that could have led to sudden cardiac arrest. The diagnosis was shocking, but it meant she could get the treatment she needed before it was too late. She had no symptoms and would never have known without that persistent warning. Laura felt perfectly healthy, living her life as usual, completely unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface. The doctors were amazed. A video game accessory had acted as an early warning system for a deadly condition. It was an outcome no one expected, and it changed the way Laura and her doctors thought about technology in the home. The Wii Fit, designed for fun and fitness, became a lifesaver. What started as a simple way to exercise turned into a crucial tool for her well-being. This story highlights how technology, even entertainment tech, can intersect with our health in unexpected ways. Sometimes the gadgets we use for play can become powerful allies in protecting our lives. Laura's story is a reminder to listen to our bodies, and sometimes even our video games. It's a testament to the surprising ways technology can look out for us, even when we least expect it. For her, the Wii Fit was more than a game. It was a guardian angel in a white plastic shell. In a world where technology is everywhere, sometimes the most unlikely devices can make the biggest difference. Gaming communities are often forged in competition, but sometimes they become a lifeline. A group of friends regularly played Call of Duty together. One of them, Alex, started acting differently, withdrawn, quiet, and making concerning comments. His friends, who knew him only through the game, picked up on the signs. They realized this was more than just a bad night. One teammate in the US became especially concerned when Alex hinted at self-harm. With only a gamer tag and a voice, he contacted local police who reached out to UK authorities. Working with Activision and the gaming platform, police tracked Alex's location. They arrived just in time to provide life-saving intervention. Alex survived because a friend an ocean away was listening, not just to the game but to the pain in his voice. This story is a powerful reminder that the bonds we form online are real and meaningful. The Call of Duty community, often seen as toxic, became a support network that saved a life. Quick thinking and compassion made all the difference. For our final story, we head into the world of Minecraft, a game about building, exploring, and surviving. Two friends loved playing together. One, Sam, was a master navigator in Minecraft's vast worlds. One day, his friend Ben got lost in a real-life forest. The sun was setting, his phone battery dying, and panic set in. Ben called Sam for help. Sam treated the crisis like a Minecraft problem. He asked Ben to use the sun's position to find west, just like in the game. Sam coached Ben to look for landmarks, build a mental map, and walk in a straight line, keeping the setting sun on his right. By applying Minecraft logic to the real world, Sam gave Ben a clear plan. Ben followed the instructions and eventually found his way back to civilization. A situation that could have ended in disaster was resolved thanks to skills learned in a video game. This story shows how problem-solving and spatial reasoning from gaming can have real-world applications. Sam didn't just help his friend, he guided him to safety using the language and logic of their shared passion. There you have it, 5 incredible stories where video games played a direct role in saving lives. From taunting a moose with WoW tactics to a Wii Fit acting as a heart monitor, these stories shatter the stereotype of gamers being unproductive. They prove that the skills, communities, and technologies we engage with have a profound, positive impact. Play is powerful. Problem-solving, quick reflexes, teamwork, and real friendships are all part of gaming. The screen isn't a barrier, it's a bridge, and sometimes that bridge is a lifeline. Next time you play, remember you're part of a global community, honing real skills and engaging with a medium that can do amazing things. Thanks for watching. High fives all around. See you in the next video, stay safe and keep playing.